This is Susie.
Okay. Hello, Susie.
Hi. Hi, Janine Dressel is on.
Okay, so that's
Sue Larson is online.
we have a quorum. Okay, good. Amanda sent me an email that said she's preparing for a trial. We need her to let her know, but I don't think we're gonna have.
Okay, we'll call the Planning and Zoning meeting to order. It's July 28th, 2022. And present here in the room is members are Brian Richards and myself. And on the phone, you just check in. Who's all on the phone then?
Sue Larson,
Okay,
Susie Sobolik,
okay,
and Janine Dressler.
okay. So we have a quorum then, so we should be good then. Absent then will be Carla Harthod, Kurt Freilich, Sandy Kuntz, John Oderman is all absent. First of all, I have the minutes from our last meeting. That would have been on June 30th, 2022. Is there any corrections or the minutes? If not, I'll look for a motion to approve.
Mr. Chairman, I approve the minutes.
Okay, I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
I'll second. This is Sue.
Second by Sue Larson. All in favor? Say aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, and we'll move on to the next item then. On our agenda is for a public hearing for RZ 10-22 for Hunter Allendingers is requesting a rezoning for agriculture to rural residential on a parcel located in the northwest quarter of lots 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, and 12, located in section 3, township 140, range 97, containing approximately 5 acres. Okay, and the applicant is not here, but did you have anything to say, Mr. Woke? You're the landowner. Did you have anything to say on it, or? You can just step up to the mic if you have anything on it, and just state your name.
Yes, my name is Pete Woke,
Okay,
the landowner selling some land to Hunter
Okay.
Allendingers, and he's a really good person to be living out there. So
and they're planning to build a home and out there is correct?
yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got a horse he wants to put out there and stuff. So
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open up the public hearing then on it. If there's anybody who wants to speak for or against this request from changing rezoning from agricultural rural residential. Anybody have a comment for or against this request? Anyone have a comment for or against this request for rezoning from ag to rural residential? Hearing none, I'm going to close the public hearing then and ask for staff recommendations and then.
Thank you, Chairman Franja. Commissioner Steve Josephson, County Planner. As was stated, you have before you a rezoning for 5 acres. It's to rural resident, from agriculture to rural residential, and it was the applicant, as the property owner indicated, he wants to sell 5 acres to somebody who wants to build a house out there and keep a horse. Staff finds that this is consistent with what appears to be an emerging development pattern out there. There are a couple of lots that are zoned that would allow lots of a similar size and for residential uses. And there's some houses out in the area too. Staff recommends approval subject to the findings in the staff report. One thing I've kept commissioners up on this was we had originally received a letter from the State Historical Society. Somebody had written to them talking about tribal circles on there. The applicant and representative contacted the state and resolved resolve that issue. That wouldn't be something that would affect the rezoning anyway. If it was an issue, that would have been something that would have needed to be dealt with during the development process. But you can see from the attached letter that there's no issue with the State Historical Society. And so again, staff recommends approval as subject to the findings in the staff report.
Right, this is not even on the parcel that we're talking about he's selling, right?
That's right. It's located a ways away, and there's an attached map that shows that.
Okay. Board, any comments or questions?
Mr. Chairman, that's a public road right to the north there that goes?
Yes, that is
So they'll just
30th.
tie in, so they don't need no additional public funds to build roading.
Oh, no, it's 30th is already there. It's funny, 30th kind of goes through and then it's kind of choppy, and there are parts of it, but that portion of it is, I believe, is developed.
I see. Thank you.
Are there any other questions from the board?
And even so, Commissioner Richard, I think in those situations, the county requires, if there's a section line road that's not developed, the county requires the property owner to pay to foot the cost of development in exchange for maintenance.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from the board? If not, I'll look for a motion to approve or deny this request.
Mr. Chairman,
This is Susie. I'd move to approve.
Okay. I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Commissioner Dressler, I'll second.
I have a second from Commissioner Dressler. Any other discussion? Not all in favor of the motion to approve, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing, hearing none, that motion carries. It's approved, and it'll be going to the county commission meeting we meet next week, Tuesday morning at the 2nd of August. We'll have for final approval at the commission meeting.
Okay.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Wolker? Okay.
Okay, and I just have one quick item under planner items. I think you may recall from a few months ago that Shauna Davenport, the county's emergency services director, applied for a grant with the state emergency management department to get a grant to help fund the updating of the county's comprehensive plan. The state asked for additional information to tie in how that would work with the hazard mitigation plan in terms of information in the hazard mitigation plan, and she sent that in. So all we are doing is we're awaiting word from the state, as to whether or not that grant comes through. Ms. Davenport is pretty optimistic about it. I always wait for final news, but she's had a lot of experience with this. So as soon as we know, we'll let you know and start the process of, for requests for proposals. But I believe the grant would actually start next year. But when we get more information, I will bring that to the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Okay,
That's it.
thanks. If there's nothing else, then I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
Hope they didn't all hang up.
So moved.
Okay, a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second it. This is Susie.
Okay, a second. All in favor, say aye. I say aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
motion carries or adjourned. Thank you. Thanks for everybody calling in.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you
day,
for
everyone.
calling. And just, again, don't hang
now.
up too soon, so. Yeah, all right, thanks for coming by, Rick.
You are the only participant.